I have been tasked to design a dollhouse for Drew Barrymore. Now, don't be fooled. This may be a miniature home, but I'm gonna give you some large tips and tricks that you can actually apply at home. I basically see the living room as kind of like the vibe capital of the home. Honestly, you can't have a home without a living room. I mean, think about it. It would kind of be like having Charlie's Angels without Charlie. I mean, you can't have Charlie's Angels without Charlie, but I digress. Let's get started. You know, as I get up every morning and sip on my little coffee, I got to thinking, what is the vibe that I want for this space? So Drew is a girl who likes color, but not necessarily bright color. She's more of a softer hue type of girl. So she likes her sage greens. She likes her, nubby oatmeals. And so I wanted to bring that element into the space. For the walls, I wanted to go with an interesting pattern. I didn't want to do wallpaper, so I knew the most cost-effective way to create a design was to use board and batten. So board and batten is a technique where you use several layers of wood, and then you kind of frame them out until they make a nice design. So we created a chair rail version of that went a little bit higher than typically. That way you can place artwork above it. I wanted the floor to have some character. There are so many different options that you can choose when you're looking at flooring, but I found that a chevron design is now more of a modern classic that's timeless, but it gives the room a little bit of an edge.
It's Mikel Furniture Tip Time!
Okay, people, here is one common mistake that I'm so sick and tired of hearing and seeing. That is the use of the 5, 6, 7-piece furniture set. You don't need all those pieces. You're smarter than that. You're braver than that. You can do it. So what I typically try to do is start out with one key piece, whatever that happens to be, like whether it's your grandmother's coffee table that's been passed down. Try to stick with that one piece. Let's say you found like the perfect coffee table, but it's in the color that you don't want it in. Well, you can easily strip this piece, sand paint it down, and then spray paint it again to the color of your dreams, and you get exactly what you want. The same thing with furniture. I'll find an inexpensive piece, maybe on like Facebook Marketplace. I love the chair, but I would prefer to reupholster the fabric and have it taken to be reupholstered. So I started off with a nice natural upholstered sofa, and then I flanked the sofa with 2 rattan chairs, which are really popular right now. The other thing that I found was a glass coffee table that had a wooden top that ironically also had a chevron design, which would tie into the floor. Drew is also into like picking and pairing things from the 80s a little bit. So the rattan chairs that I found for the space, I knew were just gonna be like 100% Drew. As a matter of fact, when she sees this piece, she's probably gonna try to see how she can blow them up and make them like regular size so that they can fit into her own home. The other thing that I wanted to do was to flank the walls with some type of larger cabinetry. So I found a beautiful vintage-like piece that has about 20 drawers where Drew can put all of her knickknacks and whatnots. And then I wanted to kind of finish things off with 2 things that you cannot leave in a space. You need a rug just to ground everything. I went with a jute rug just because jute rugs are very durable, they're family friendly, you can run across it and they really won't get messed up. And then I finished everything off with a beautiful chandelier, just kept it matte black and simple, something that's transitional and you can use it for dollhouse to come. I'm feeling really good about the design of the living room. I think I can take a little tea break, but before I do that, I want to check in with my friend Matthew and see how he's doing.
Okay, Drew, we got your clothes. Let's hope everything fits. All right, these shoes are custom made, so we'll see. Perfect. Okay, let's try the clothes. These fit. I guess we'll see what we can do. These look a little small. All right, Drew, you want to come for a fitting?
We've got Charlie for the angels. I feel like everything is all set and we can now move on to another portion of the house. I mean, this is cute and all, but like, can I please get like a real cup of coffee? Because I've had like 50 of these little guys. Human-sized coffee. Just hit your soul.